You still busy?
What's up?
I want to do that report.
Okay, let's do it. What's up?
Okay. So, I get harassed. So, Ruin 8953, Kevin. And Martin 8413. Okay, so I reported to the police the other day. I tried to that I think my phone's hacked. That's pretty serious. Because I've been calling people all over the United States that cover for crimes, but no one has ever investigated it. My calls are being spoofed, so everywhere I'm calling is covering for crimes and hanging up in my face, including 911 operators. So I know that for them doing that in emergency situations, that's a crime, Class A misdemeanor?
Interference with a 911 phone call, yeah?
Yeah, so 911, I have evidence of that, them repeatedly doing that. I've been threatened, and 911, there was a snake.
So you're saying that you're calling 911, but they're hanging up on you?
And covering for crimes, yes. They've been doing it years. I think my phone's hacked.
Okay.
So
someone who's hacked your phone is doing it?
Right, I have it. Let me give you my email, my YouTube channel so you can see it.
Okay.
I have 2 YouTube channels, Keyana Clark, Keyana, you're not writing it down.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to get your story, man.
Oh, okay.
There's no reason to be hostile.
Oh, I mean, gaslit and slander?
Well, I just want you to tell me what's
I just get gaslit
on.
and slander for police that are in my environments mysteriously. If I'm not being deprived of law enforcement and bullied and punished, reporting crimes repeatedly over and over, this lady keeps showing up in all my environments. When I left that environment, she immediately left with me. She's been stalking me and doing strange things in the shelter right there, and I've been trying to report experiences like that in multiple different shelters too.
Okay. This is my first time talking to you.
But you did slander me when I was trying to give you my YouTube channel and you didn't write it down. You said that I was
slander.
We're just letting you tell us what's going on.
Typically, what
I think that this is imperative to get the channel.
Okay, I'll do exactly what you want me to do.
I just thought it would be better law enforcement if I thought if you were doing the report that you needed to write it down if you weren't tampering with evidence, which is a felony.
Yeah, tell me what you got.
Okay, so my email address, not my email, but my YouTube channel is Keyana Clark.
Keyana Clark
Peace, Peace. Peace. Keyana, Key.
Yeah, so behind you real quick, because I don't want to be on camera.
I don't know what you're talking about, or I don't know why you would know I'm recording. And then deprived me of services, walked off while I was trying to get food stamps this morning, D. Keyana, Keyana.
Keyy.
And they're going to keep doing this on purpose, so let me get over here. They do it all the time. They're going to go back and forth trying to distract.
I thought you were talking about us. I was about to say, I got my phone out for you.
No, they'll do it back and forth all day, so let me just get out their path.
All right. Key.
Yes, Ana.
Ana.
Yes. Clark.
And that's your YouTube channel?
Yes, 2 words. And then Peace, Peace.
Keyana Clark Peace.
Right, Peace.
And that's on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, and then I have another one, Keyana Clark Peace 2, because they scammed to get me locked out of my main one.
Keyana Clark Peace 2?
Yeah, they scammed to lock me out of that. Someone came and was watching me. I was showing evidence that I was getting stalked, but she had her breast out. And she deliberately came and tried to stalk me, and then knowing that I recorded, and then they blocked me and gave me a strike on my YouTube channel for a week, so I got set up.
Okay.
But nonetheless, but I want to really concentrate on my hacked device. I've been trying to report child abuse for a year, and which is a state jail felony crime of making false statements to CPS.
What type of child abuse are you talking about?
There's been an incident with a gun in my child's environment. She's had bruises, and then she said her stepmother sat on her where she couldn't breathe and whipped her with the metal part of the belt.
Who's this?
I'm sorry, what do you mean, who's this?
Which child is getting stepped on?
Her name is Michaela. It's my daughter.
Okay. Where's your daughter now?
She's in Dallas with these parties. Her dad is like special needs, or he's not in his right frame of mind because he had a stroke. And the stepmom is handling everything. But for some reason, the police department and CPS is covering for her crimes and a multitude of other parties' crimes to keep me away from her, which are still charges. A state jail felony crime of making false statements to CPS, and CPS workers making false statements to family courts. Those are felonies. Okay. In addition to that, interference with child custody is a state jail felony.
Okay. And do you think that these are the same people that are hacking your phone?
I don't know who's hacking my phone. Okay, I don't know why I've been deprived of law enforcement, but I have a track record of people that I'm calling covering for crimes and hanging up in my face. And as we address hanging up an emergency call, doing that is a misdemeanor charge.
Who do you think it is?
I think that it's this guy that for some reason, I keep getting arrested reporting him. A lot of people say he's innocent, but each time I'm reporting him, I'm going to jail. When I was at a domestic violence support group, I was assaulted and arrested.
Who's this guy?
Someone that I met online, and I had a strange online relationship with. And then when it just was too toxic, I ended it, and then immediately had false statements and an arrest in Itasca. So what was happening, another crime was being committed to keep me from my son. He was my legal custodial child, okay? But the coach came and called in the scheme saying that he wanted to give him a scholarship and he could give him opportunity, let him move up there. So I let my child move up there, but he was actually being withheld from me by school staff and my aunt. So I called Deputy Dew in Marion County. Deputy Dew in Marion County said he was going to put a case on me. This always happens when I'm doing reports, ambulance. This is the strangest pattern. But Deputy Dew said that I was going to he was going to put a case on me.
Okay.
So they wouldn't answer the phone at the police department because I said maybe there's a lack of communication because all I wanted was access to my child. But I realized Deputy Dew was taking bribes and was deliberately trying to keep me from my child. And Gage said that he was going to put a case on me as a threat to keep me from having access to my legal custodial child.
Okay.
So anyway, I called to report Deputy Dew. They do this all the time. They'll keep doing it. They do this on purpose. He's a gang stalker. He don't want me talking to you. They do it on purpose with all my reports.
I was literally just working with him.
But I'm not being heard. They do this with all my reports. But anyway, so Deputy Dew from Marion County said that he was going to put a case on me. We can't hear. Let's get over here. This happens all the time. Yeah, this happens all the time. Are you helping me? I thought he was helping. I can't hear. This happens all the time.
Let me get your name.
Well, we're still doing the report. So Deputy Dew from Marion County said he was going to put a case on me. So I called and they wouldn't answer the phone, the whole police department. So I called Itasca Police and tried to report it. Then they lied on me and arrested me to cover for Deputy Dew. Said I assaulted them and evaded arrest and I couldn't go to court and was violated in jail. So, but nonetheless, they're coming over here following us to talk and drown me out. This is weird. I just left so they wouldn't drown me out. It's like it's a form of tampering with evidence I keep experiencing. Okay. So nonetheless, that's something else is more important for all these years. That's why people haven't got charges. It's always more important.
Ma'am, I'm here taking notes, listening to your whole story.
Okay. So
what's the end resolution that you're looking for that can help you the most?
I'm here.
You're law enforcement?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think the end? You have more expertise by being law enforcement and not reporting crimes.
So we're going to write a report.
Okay, but what do you think? I'm asking. I want your expertise as law enforcement with reporting crimes to you. Now, what do you think the end result would be?
I'm asking you, what can I do to better your day and help you?
Yeah, I hear you have the earpiece on. So, as for what can you do?
Yeah, I'm asking.
Earpieces. So I'm not quite certain what the police department can do. If someone's reporting crimes to the police department, what is the end result?
I'm taking all the information that you're providing.
I'm not being heard. I think there's a disconnect. If I'm reporting crimes to the police department repeatedly over and over, what is the end result with reporting crimes to police?
So here's what we're going to do, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to get your information, all right? Once I type a report, I'll give you a case number, all right? That report gets filed, right? It gets reviewed, and then it gets followed up on. Right?
But isn't it tampering with evidence if they deny me law enforcement? Isn't that criminal? For me to report crimes and be denied of law enforcement or investigation for crimes that I repeatedly report? I'm just trying to establish, I'm just trying to get clarity. If they're deliberately depriving me of law enforcement and not investigating reports, isn't that a crime?
Somebody is, right? But we still have to figure out who that is.
I'm just asking, is it a crime if I repeatedly do 200 and plus reports and get denied investigation for criminal activity? Is that a crime? That's what I'm asking as police and your expertise as an officer.
I would have to look it up. Right?
Well, let's look it up. Because if someone has deprived me of the right to have investigation for 200 and plus reports, I'd like to know if they're committing crimes. I just would like to explanation.
Why do you think you're being denied?
We're deflecting. I just wanted to know. I just asked a question. We're deflecting. If someone,
I want to know how services are denied. If you're filing reports and detectives are reaching out to you to get more information.
That hasn't happened. That hasn't happened. I'm not being heard. But the main thing of what I wanted to get addressed, if police chose to not investigate reports that I'm making, the only thing I asked is if that was a crime, and you guys don't want me to know that for some reason. Why would you not want me to know?
I don't know if it's a crime because I don't
Let's
know.
find out. Sure, that's pretty imperative. If you're a police officer and if you don't know that tamper with evidence,
looking up your reports to see what was there.
No, the question is if you abuse your power.
It's a crime without having any.
Oh, I think there's a deflection. I don't.
So I'm here to help you.
Yeah, I know you're here to help.
Accusing me of wrongdoing.
Are you trying to control me?
No, I'm trying.
Okay,
I'm
the
trying
only
to
thing.
help you, but you're refusing help.
Are you gaslighting me,
ma'am?
Okay, so you don't want to answer the question and it's my fault. Okay.
I would like to file your report for you.
Okay, but you don't want to answer that question and it's my fault. Okay, I got it. I've been treated like this years.
So do you want to give me your information so I can
Yes.
file your report for
Right.
you? Okay.
And then, I've had 6 grievances at the shelter that they won't answer about mistreatment at the shelter that's on camera footage.
What's your name?
Okay. I'd like to give you my ID so you can file it with my ID because all these police reports repeatedly get lost. So I just want to make sure we're doing it the right way.
Everything is digital, so I don't think anything gets lost. You want to hand me your ID?
200 reports got lost. That's why I was communicating with you. And you guys didn't want me to know if that was a crime and then blame me for it.
Here in Austin or in Marion County?
I'm just saying in general, I thought that things followed me. So I just wanted that education that you're refusing to give me.
What
For some reason,
would you like to know?
I just wanted to know if police were abusing their power and depriving me of law enforcement and not investigating my reports in the
I don't know how
conspiracy.
things work in Marion County. Which
Is that a crime?
I can tell you here in Austin.
I just wanted to know if it's happened in multiple different locations. Is that a crime?
I would have to look into all your reports you filed and where they were filed and look at all the information.
But you don't know if police deny me law enforcement is corruption is a crime? I'm just saying in general, if any police denied someone of law enforcement and corruption, would that be a crime? And you don't want me to know the answer to
I'm trying
that?
to explain to you how the stuff works with the Austin Police Department. Because I don't know what agencies you work with in the past. Would you like to hear what I have to say?
I just wanted the simple question if police deprive me of law enforcement.
Specific yes or no to a specific question. I'm trying to explain to you how things are done here where you are.
I think that's a red flag. Okay, go ahead and answer it the way you'd like to instead of answering my question.
We provide you a case number.
Okay.
The report's going to be routed to a detective unit. The supervisor of that unit reads every single report that's routed. They then assign that report to a specific detective to investigate further.
Well, I guess you'd have to answer it that way because that's an alibi. That way you don't get charges. Because it is a crime to sabotage someone's ability to get law enforcement.
So, we're going to move on from this.
And then you don't want me to know that. That way people aren't held accountable for these repeated crimes.
So let's move on from that and let's go.
Well, we can't move on if police want to abide by the law in my environment.
If you want to report hacking to me, because I'm not getting into that information. I want to get that information so I can actually do a report for you.
I wanted all of it to be investigated. You were just picking and choosing?
Okay, but you're accusing us of denying you.
No, I don't think I'm just accusing you of not answering my question, which you didn't.
What's been going on with child abuse and the hacking of your phone?
Yeah, but I mean, he obviously did not answer the question. That wasn't an accusation. That was a reality. She's blocked my path and then blamed me for it. Both of these parties did.
How about I get your case number, okay?
Okay. I thought you guys were setting it up that way to deprive me of law enforcement. I thought you were enlisting civilians in a torture campaign and then depriving me of law enforcement to do combat the abuse that you set up. They kick like that, like you're doing in the shelter too, for some reason.
What?
They kick like you're doing in the shelter too.
Kick like what?
Like what you're doing.
Standing?
Oh no, I'm just talking to myself, sir. But anyway, I don't know why you don't want me to know if people deliberately not do law enforcement for 200 and something reports. If it's a crime, if you don't know that, it is. It is.
Emergency phone call is a crime. You already told me that you knew that.
Yeah, but I'm speaking of the crimes law enforcement keeps committing by not taking reports of me being violated and conspiring with criminal activity for profit. Taking bribes is a crime, and enlisting giving bribes to civilians to commit crimes with you is criminal too. And then depriving a person of law enforcement for crimes you set up is a crime. So yeah, police depriving me of law enforcement and corruption is a crime. You're mistaken. I guess, maybe when you find that out, you guys can contact me. I don't know how you can do law enforcement and not know that. That's vital things that you should know as being a police officer.
Here you go, Keyana.
Can you find out why they haven't called me back on a whole bunch of other reports I've made?
I'm telling you.
I'll try to look it up. It's not something I can do here and now,
My
okay?
superior told me.
I'll try to look it up for you for sure. I don't even know if I'll be able to even get that.
I can't hear. They keep. Remember, I told you that they keep doing this. So by the
I'm telling you what I know.
I thought it was set up to drown me out speaking. You're walking off, and I wanted to know what happened with the other reports. They'll do this all day.
Kevin gave me the
Follow me and try to drown me out speaking.
While she's in the meeting, and I'm telling you the answer.
He just wanted to talk to me. Can I talk to
Somebody else is more important.
You were just not talking.
That they set up to do this.
All right, that's fine. The answer's still the same. Your bed's over there.
She told me she was going to let me in. Then she told me there was no beds available. Then they let 3 people in.
So he's talking about a bed, and I'm talking about child abuse, false arrest. But he is talking about a bed is more important than the felonies that I repeatedly report.
Anything else I can do to help you?
I think it's something that the feds need to do. I think that you're setting up this torture campaign and therefore cover for it. I think that's why you're here.
Okay.
And that's a crime.
All right, you have a great day.
You too.
Anything else you need? Anytime.
He came over from the left, from this side, and then got over in front of me on purpose. That's what the police are setting up with your tax dollars. And security. Not able to get through for some reason while security supervises. Not able to get through. I'm not able to get through, sir. I've said that 3 times and you still come. I can't get through. Why does security make me do things? Are you staging conflict? If I can't get through, what's your name? What's your name?
Want to take a picture?
Yes. Okay. Yes. So if I can't get through, you said don't record inside being violated. You didn't say anything there, right? He was coming back at me, and it's pointless. It's pointless. That's our job, to set it up and cover for it. Harassment's a crime, so obviously they can't take responsibility for it. That's what he's dropped off here, to enforce crimes. Knowing you never believe my story. Forcing me to take this substantial amount of abuse. So this is the card that the worker wrote down my information that D couldn't get in, and then said she didn't witness me being violated. All my personal information is written on here, and it changed, and I couldn't get in. She's kicked him. I don't know if they have cameras. This is how it is. It's for no reason. Security's right there witnessing it. Let's see what kind of food I give. So remember I said that they didn't give me the drink? Now no one gets the drink. We all get water. It used to be a drink with ice in it. This is how it is when security's enforcing your abuser's abuse. She got over. She's doing the same thing at the shelter. So normally when I see them, they normally scam put-outs. Just like they scam for me to get locked out of the YouTube channel. They're here scamming crimes with staff and other parties. Therefore, they can't take reports or do anything about crimes they're here setting up. They're buying off the streets to treat me like this. Since it's criminal, they stage experiences reasoning to be in my environments and listing civilians in crimes. This is why they are controlling the streets in malice. This is why no one will give me information. This is why places are burning my food. This is why I'm not getting services. But like I said, since this is criminal, you have to stage reasoning to be repeatedly being in my environments that I'm getting violated in. So it looks like a police just got out of that car, because you can't have police cars here. It's too incriminating. So it looks like a police was in this car. An unmarked police vehicle. That way they don't get accountability for repeatedly being in my environments. Even though it's criminal. So you get in unmarked police vehicles as a police. That way there's no evidence that you're stalking me, setting up crimes. Therefore, since you're setting them up, cover for them about 200 plus times.